There's nothing worse than getting your cards back from grading and seeing anything but that PSA 10. That moment right there is where most people lose money. Not when they buy the card, but what they do next. If you're new here, my name is Eric Michael. I've been buying and selling sports cards since 2015, and since 2020, I've helped thousands of people learn how to do the same. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do when your card does not grade a 10 and how to handle it the right way. And if you want the full step-by-step breakdown, I put a free PDF in the description below so you can reference it at any time. Without further ado, let's get into it. So there's 3 parts to this video. Part number 1 actually starts before you ever get the card back from grading. There are ways to minimize your downside. There are plenty of cards out there you could buy for, let's say, $200, and a PSA 9 is $250, and a PSA 10 is $600. Good numbers, right? Because if it gets a PSA 9, you'll around break even, maybe lose a little bit of money. But there's plenty of cards out there where it might sell for $200 raw, but PSA 9 is 120, right? Avoid those cards, especially if you're newer, right? And also, to piggyback on top of that, I can't tell you how many times I see people buy cards for $5 because a PSA 10 is 100, but a PSA 9 is also $5, and the gem rate is 30%. That math doesn't make much sense because in the long run, you're not really making much money unless you get really lucky. Because if you buy a card for $5 and you spend $25 to get it graded plus $10 in shipping, you're into it for $40 plus. And if it gets a PSA 9, it's only selling for $5 to $10. You're losing a lot of money. Okay, especially if that card is harder to grade, you're going to lose a lot of money a lot of the time. So it starts before you ever buy the card, right? Buy stuff where your risk is minimal. The great thing about sports cards is a lot of the time you can see what the card will sell for when it grades. So look, that's number 1. Number 2, so you get a card back from grading. Let's say it's a PSA 9, a PSA 8, a PSA 7. When do you crack it out of the holder versus not? So it's pretty simple. Once again, all you need to do is just look at the sales. But generally speaking, a PSA 8 and below for modern cards, no good. Usually it's going to sell for less than raw. So let's say you have a card for $200 and a PSA 9 is $230, but a PSA 8 is $170, and you get a PSA 8, just crack it out of the case so it sells for $200 instead of $170. I'm not saying deceive people and lie. If somebody asks you, was this card graded? You tell them, yes, this card was a PSA 8. If someone asks you, hey, do you think this card will grade? How's the condition? Say, hey, look for yourself. But don't lie. But if cards usually going to do better raw than a PSA 8, because tons of people who buy and sell sports cards don't really know what they're doing. And if they see a nice shiny raw card, just the allure of it getting a PSA 10 will increase its value. But once again, it's just a game. You need to look at the sales. Sometimes cracking out a PSA 9 makes sense. I've seen plenty of cards that might be raw $200 and a PSA 9 is $160. And the reason that happens is because cards will sell for a premium sometimes because of the chance of it getting that PSA 10. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3. So let's say you got some cards back from grading, and there were PSA 8s, PSA 9s. Sell now or wait. So let's use a hypothetical example, and let's say you bought a bunch of Jaden Daniels cards back in January, and you got them back from grading, and you got a bunch of PSA 9s. Let's say you did a bad job. Should you wait until maybe June, July, August when the market heats up and sell it, or just sell it right now? So it depends on your budget, right? Let's take a $200 card, for example, and let's say you have 2 options. You could sell it now and let's say lose $50 because you spent money getting it graded and shipping, etc. Or you could wait 3 months and you'll break even. You'll be able to, that card will go up $50 more and you'll break even. Most people, because they don't understand what opportunity cost is, they will wait because they just can't stand losing money. They hate it. But what they don't realize is if you just took your small loss now and sold it for $200, you could take that money and then rinse and repeat again 1 or 2 times over before this card ever went up $50 more. Okay. Now, if you have a big budget and you can just buy, and you don't need to sell cards right now because you're not limited on cash, then yes, hold it. It's all budget dependent. I get the question all the time. Should I hold or should I wait? It depends on your budget. If you're limited on cash, it's always best to sell now. Even if the card goes up 50% in the next 3-4 months, you can make more money with that than that grading cards if you do it correctly, obviously. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what to do if your cards don't grade a PSA 10. There's a free PDF down below in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Cool. Hopefully that helped you guys out. Hopefully that helped all you folks out. And let's get to the callers, the part everyone loves so much. I've got too much time on my hands. You guys should see the reel today. It's a good one. I had a good song to go with it. Too Much Time on My Hands by the Styx. You younger guys won't know what that is. I shouldn't even know what that is, but I just like that type of music. And it's going over hate comments. It's funny. I was laughing while I was doing it. It's good. All right. Let's share the phone number. Hold up. Mic me. Mic me, Blazer. I've got too much time on my hands. Oh, let's put that a little lower. A lot of callers coming in. Let me know when we're good. Good. Cool. Georgia. You're up first, Georgia. Oh, whoops. There we go. Georgia, you're up.
Hello, this is Dirk.
You said Dirk?
Yes, sir.
As in Dirk Nowitzki?
That's it.
Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Are you German?
I am not German. I am full-blood Southern.
Oh, you just have cool parents then.
Yeah, I guess so. They found it in a book, according to them.
Well, how can I help, Dirk?
All right, so I was a collector back in the 90s, like a lot of people. I started a little business, got my kids into the hobby. We did sealed wax from Whatnot, but I was getting it for less than half of retail to get a stock of newer stuff.
Okay.
Should I send personals in first to get good at grading? My wife got us a centering tool. She does content stuff, so I got a centering tool if I need it. But I don't know if I should send personals in first to get good at grading, and if I should send one sport in at a time or multiple sports at a time.
So I don't understand. So you bought packs and cases off of Whatnot, then opened them?
Yeah. So we just to get a stock of like 2-3-year-old players. So I've got the Wemby rookies, I've got the quarterback rookies. They're retail, but I feel like there's profit if I grade them.
So,
at least to start.
Yeah. Okay. So getting good at grading, it's not going to make you too great at grading doing that stuff, because to really get good at grading, you want to buy raw cards online and being able to evaluate the condition of a card online. That's like the golden skill to have. But it will, since you already have these cards on hand, it's good.
Right.
It's good practice to kind of evaluate what corners look good, what doesn't. But that's not the reality of cards. Is most of the stuff you buy online, so it's not that transferable of a skill. Looking at cards online is different than doing it in person, but it's a very broad question whether you should grade the cards. I just need to know what you have. My general rule with that is if a PSA 10 is at least $50 and you think you can grade a 10, send it in.
Right, I understand that. I'm asking, should I send my personal collection stuff in first to get good at grading getting good at gauging my grades so that we can profit sending the other stuff?
I'd send it all.
You just send it all?
I'd send it all. I'd send it all at once. It shouldn't be terribly difficult to evaluate the condition of a card in person.
I don't feel like it is either.
It's not.
It's pretty common sense that seems to be uncommon these days.
In person it's pretty easy. Online is where it gets tricky. But
okay.
I would send it all.
One sport or multi-sport?
Just send it
Or
all
like
in.
multiple?
The faster
Okay.
it gets back from grading, the faster you make money. So
Last but not least, card ladder still, or go to Market Movers with the updates. I haven't used either.
they have different uses, but generally card ladders for finding comps quickly. Card ladders better. Market movers is for looking at the history of cards. It's better for that. But card ladder is better for every daily use.
Fair enough. I appreciate your time and help. Stay safe. Stay
All right,
blessed.
Dirk. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Washington. All right. West Coast is up early. I've got too much time on my hands.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You are live.
Hey, Eric. How's it going, man? John here. I've got a question for you. What do you think about misprints?
I don't touch them.
You don't touch them at all?
Don't touch them. I don't really touch error cards or misprints or weird cards like that. In my experience, they're too hard to sell. It takes too unique of a buyer, and no one really knows what they're worth. And you get into these debates, so I'd stay away from them.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's awesome. I like to hear that. I'm looking at this Josh Allen 2022 8 to 10 gold turbocharge. You think Josh Allen's still gonna? You think his price goes up before the season starts up, or
Most likely not cards like that. Only his rookie stuff.
Only his rookie stuff.
Usually, yeah. The rookie stuff is always what goes up first. So if you're gonna buy something from 2018, not 2022.
Okay, big bet, man. I got you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. Have a good day.
You too. I've got too much time. Oh, I had the volume low.
Good morning.
What's up, Mr. Safe?
How you doing? How is everything?
I'm doing better now that you called. I was getting nervous you wouldn't call this week.
Thank you. I
Wait, it's hard. It's hard to hear you now. I think your Bluetooth just went on your car.
Yes. Yeah, I turned you back to the.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So, I know. I've actually been listening to you, but I had a couple of busy days at work. I don't work a lot, but when I do, I just get busy.
Yeah.
So I have a question that has like it's a little bit of a discussion, and then I have like an update on something that's fun. But the question is, there is a card that I want you to help me comping because it's an to 10, and we're just kind of like not sure about the value. So it's a 2023 Select Messi Equalizers Gold to 10.
Okay.
And it's an PSA 10.
All right.
So I mean the standard gold, which is not the insert, I think sold for 27 not too long ago, 2600, 2700. And that's insert, and to my understanding is that inserts worth a little less in gold than am I right?
Yes, correct.
Than base cards. So where do you put the value? Because I'm trying to do a trade on VeriSwap for a card, and then I'm going to get to the card that I'm giving.
So let's see. So in February of last year, the green equalizer, number to 5, did $400. Yours is probably worth just about that because people prefer the gold out of 10, but number 5. So it's called like this time last year, it's probably $400. Now the question is Messi's value worth more or less since then? I'm assuming more is the answer, but
I think it did. I think you're looking at the raw.
Yeah, I'm looking at raw. Yep.
So I think actually the PSA 10 of that green one to 5, I think sold for 11 in August, 11 and change. So my thought was that it's around 11. I'm factoring.
Yep.
Kind of like
Correct.
it went up and the difference in that. What do you think?
Yep, I'd say around 1100.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Well, now this one is not a very liquid card. So when you are giving away, if you're doing a trade and you're giving a really liquid card, in this situation, I'm given one of the newer Charizard in a PSA 10, which is about 2,800 right now, sits at 2,800.
Yep.
When you do that, do you factor that to the dealer? Would you gonna say like, listen, I'm giving you a very liquid card versus you're giving me a card that I'm gonna struggle to sell? Would you factor that into saying like, okay, I can give you mine at 2,800, but yours, because it's not that liquid, I'll take it off at 90% of value, something like this? Is that something common, or people's gonna look at me like I'm crazy?
Of course, you could say that. Now, some people you'll piss off, and some people will think it makes sense. But yeah, of course I do that.
Okay, cool. And just an update. I traded away the Hamet's Alley, the PSA 10, for a $9,000 value, and I got it for $7,000.
Wait, which one was that? That was the 1960 Ali. What was yours graded?
$7,000.
Let's see.
So I got it for $60,000. I got it for $6,000 flat cash, and I traded it away at a value of $9,000, and I gave two smaller, two like lower grade Mickey Mantles, and I got a Jordan rookie in a BGS 8, which is, at that time that I graded it a week ago, it was sitting at 10, but then there was a sale at 8,900.
Wow, nice.
So it went down a little bit, but the trade kind of like, I traded at a higher value to a more liquid card, because those don't sell that well.
Yeah, that's a solid deal.
Yeah, I like the deal. So, well, thank you so much. I appreciate your insight on the trade that I'm about to do, and thank you so much. I'll keep listening.
All right, Mr. Safe. Thank you.
You too. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. I've got too much. That was Safe. This is Illinois. Illinois, we're coming.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
This is Matthew Jackson from Dallas, Texas.
What's up, Matt? How can I help?
So I was wondering, as far as rookie cards to invest in,
Yep.
as far as Cooper Flag, which rookies do you think are the best in investment now? Because obviously you have his base rookies, but the print runs on those, they made a lot of them. So I'm wondering, are base rookies of players like that ever a great investment? How much potential do they really have to go up, if that makes sense?
Yeah, not much. I don't buy that stuff really ever because you're right. It's not really, there's not that much potential. But some of the guys like Ace Bailey is somebody I'm buying.
And then also, I guess real quick, and one last question.
Yeah.
Who do you think will win Rookie of the Year? Knipple or Flag?
Flag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how I feel too. I feel like he's a lot more deserving of it because he did more for his team.
And he was on a worse team, so I think it'll be Flag. But I don't think his value is going to go up much at all if he wins Rookie of the Year because people already expect it. It's already factored into his price.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate it.
All right, Matt. Thank you.
No problem.
I've got too much time in my hands.
You, Eric.
Drew, what's up, man?
What's up, brother? First thing first, we'll start rolling. A couple weeks ago, I called in and we were not telling anybody to gamble. We were saying just take a look at them NBA dogs on the money line. Last night, 3-0, brother.
Wow.
A lot of big hitters.
Yeah, that's right.
Sixers hitting 6-1. I think Blazers 5-1. Lakers 2-1. I'm not a parlay guy, but if anybody parlayed it, probably bought a house off it.
Yeah, that parlay would go crazy. That would be like $10 to win like $5,000
to win a jet ski.
Yeah. Yes, they would win a jet ski.
All right, first thing, the one thing I was saying yesterday, I don't know if it quite I quite got the question off that I wanted. As far as some of these high sales that, say, we were just looking, me and my buddy was trying to sell me an Acuna at a 75 rookie, and we're going through it, like the 10s are all around 12. Then you see a sale that's 28.75 when everything else is 1,200. I'm just kind of saying, with like a weird sale like that, whether it's money laundering or not, like how does that affect comps then? Like how do you then go about, like, do you go right back down to the 12 where you have to put that $3,000
Nah,
sale in with it? Or
yeah, shill bidding or people fake bidding on cards and making fake accounts to drive up sales. That happens all the time, and you just have to ignore it. You have to just be able to see those outliers. People will do it a lot before the National Card Show. You'll see in the month of July, people will have, let's say they have money invested in Joe Burrow. They'll make a fake eBay and start to bid up random Joe Burrow cards and not pay for them. Then they'll be like, "Hey, look, these Burrow cards are selling hot right now," just to try and make a profit. So, yeah, that's kind of just happens.
okay, got you, brother. Thank you. And then next one of your callers kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I submitted, this is whether it's Cooper Flag or Con Canoodle. It doesn't really matter which card. Your base card, your tops,
Yep.
2025 base Cooper Flag or Con Canoodle coming back in like a PSA 10. Their comps are around $200. Now, I imagine once the market's flooded and all these come back, that's going to drop down to like $80-$90 a card, right?
Maybe
I
not.
submitted a ton of them for grading.
Yeah,
all
maybe not
different
that far
inserts.
of a drop, but it will
Okay.
drop.
But it won't be too bad. It's not a bad idea that I was buying these cards for $2 and it says they're going to go for 200 at 10. As a 10,
okay, those base cards, yeah, those will drop probably in half if I had to take a guess.
So like 100,
Yeah, it could be anywhere, but that would be my guess.
80, 90, but still a good investment though, right?
No, to grade?
To grade, if I'm buying a card for 2 and I pay 25 and I get $80 or 90 or.
Well, that's assuming every card grades a 10. What if it grades a 9?
Right. So you don't think, maybe not the best then.
Yeah, because sure, it can make you money, but it's a matter of what's going to make you the most money. Wouldn't you rather put your money in cards where a PSA 9 you're breaking even instead of losing like the whole grading fee and it's selling for like $5?
Right. I guess initially I didn't know when they came out. I'm like, how's this card going for 200? But it was because they were the first ones that came out.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. And then, I think that's all I got for you, brother, for today. I'll let you get to the next callers. But thank you for your help and keep rocking and rolling.
All right, Drew. Thank you very much.
Peace, bro.
Bye-bye. I had a guy at the card show in Jersey. He had a Giannis orange prism at a 69.5. And he it's probably worth like a PSA 10 of that card does like 7,000. So it's probably worth 5 at best. And I wanted the card really bad. So I offered him 5,000. So I asked about the card and he like kind of woofed. He's like, "Oh," because he's like, he told me he overpaid for it, like kind of expecting like it was my problem. And then I offered him, I was like, "Hey, like PSA 10 to 7,000, 7,500. I'll offer 5." And instead of saying no, thank you, you know what he said? He said, "I'd rather burn it than give it to you for 5,000." I was like, "Damn, man, you don't gotta." A lot of people might get insulted by that. Imagine that. He told me he'd rather burn it than give it to me for $5,000. I thought that was a good one.
Good morning.
Antonio, what's up, man?
What's going on, Eric?
Nothing much. How are you?
Good, man. Started to see Wemby go down last night.
Yeah, I know. I have a big Wemby card at Golden Auctions, but he'll be back. I think it's just a concussion.
Hopefully, and I was like, man, that was just what he was talking about right there. You just never know what's going to happen.
Yep. That's why you buy players when they're not playing.
That's a big guy, man. He fell for like an hour before he hit the ground. That's
I know.
Just too big of a guy.
I know. Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
Well, one thing for you. So I was wondering, at what point did you feel like, I don't know, you were embarrassed about cards or not? That because I know you said you did Amazon dropship for a little bit, and then you were always good at, or you were good at grading cards. And at one point, did you finally face that you're like, hey, I'm going to take this and pursue it full time? And
make it my thing?
Not really how it happened. So I was flipping cards in college, making anywhere from like a few thousand to $10,000 a month, depending on the month. And then I had an internship where I was sitting in a cubicle. I was a financial analyst. I wanted to blow my brains out, and I quit after 5 days. Well, to be honest, I actually I was gonna quit. It was my birthday, June 6th of 2018. So my 21st birthday, I was gonna quit, but I actually got fired that morning because they said I was hitting on the secretary. But to be honest, but I was actually gonna quit that day, and then had a burning passion or a burning hatred for corporate America after that. And I was like, you know what? I got to make sure I make so much money. I never have to work. And that's when I got into Amazon drop shipping and all that stuff. And I made a lot of money and then lost a ton of money. So the inspiration for that stuff was really, I thought that was the way to become really, really rich. And I was using my sports card income to supplement that. And then uh, once I lost all my money when I graduated college in May of 2019, I only knew one way to make money, and that was flipping cards. So that's what I did. And then I got myself back on my feet. And then one thing led to another, and people started to ask me how I was making money with cards during the pandemic. I helped a few people for free. They told their friends, friends told their friends, and then it went viral. And then lo and behold, major league profits.
Man, badass.
Yeah.
And that's just kept you going. You're like, hey, you know what? Now I'm just going to push this one to the moon now.
Yeah, I mean, it made perfect logical sense. I like sports. Number one, obviously, I'm really good at flipping cards, so I'm able to teach it pretty effectively. And I had the skills of digital marketing and sales management and all that fun stuff from my failed business venture. So it's kind of combining the two. So it just made a perfect sense. But in reality, all business is really the same at the end of the day. Like, very little of what I do is buying and selling sports cards. I'm managing a team, looking at marketing statistics, all that fun stuff. Just you guys on the surface, it looks like all I do is buy and sell sports cards because that's what the content is. But business is relatively the same at the end of the day. It's marketing, sales, operations, delivering a good product.
You gotta step back, and somebody else has to take loads of that, right? And you're just managing different partners, different heads.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna ask now. I was like, I know you still do it on the side because you just have that Wemby card right now. And
yeah.
Using an Excel sheet before to kind of track your profits and keep it in line and everything else, because sometimes these Excel sheets get out of goddamn hand.
Yeah, it gets complicated.
You're accounting now for all of this, including your cards. I wonder if.
Well, yeah. So, the cards is kind of easy. It just gets complicated when you start trading cards. Then it gets a little complicated. But I have a full finance team that runs all the finances for Major League Profits. It's all automated. It's all tracked to an absolute T. So that stuff's all taken care of. But cards, I still use a spreadsheet, just a basic spreadsheet, what I bought things for, what I sold them for, to keep track of my profit and loss.
Oh, man, yeah, I just wanted to hear the story, man, because I was wondering, I was like, nobody thinks they're going to be where you are right now. I was wondering at what point you're like, hey, I'm actually, this whole thing I've been doing this whole time has been staring at me in the face. I just didn't pursue that.
Yeah,
now.
It was actually my business partner. His name is John, but you'll never see his face. He runs the other half of the business. But it was actually his idea because we moved out. We were trying to start a business together. We moved out of New Jersey and New York. We locked ourselves in an apartment in Miami for 6 months. I was like, hey, let's just get away. Let's lock ourselves in a room. We're young ones. Let's try to make something of ourselves. And when the pandemic started, he actually commented under a Gary Vee tweet saying something to the effect of, hey, would you want to learn how to make money with cards? He got 20 DMs, and then he showed me. And I actually said to him, that's a stupid idea. Nobody will ever want to do that. But we tried it anyways. We launched a simple ad, a simple video. People would watch it, then they would book a call with us, and it kind of went viral overnight. So
badass, man. Well, appreciate everything. Like I said, it works. I just wanted to hear that part of it real quick and just see, and then yeah, man.
Yep. Well, any other questions?
No, that was it, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, Antonio. Thanks, bro.
Bye.
Minnesota, I see you calling 17 times. Just call once. I promise you'll be in the queue. I promise. 10 times. I don't know if I can call you. You've called 10 times. Just call once. I promise. I promise. It'll lock you in the queue. Must have a really important question.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. Steve here.
What's up, Steve?
Calling from California too. First time.
Welcome to the show.
Definitely. I just wanted to ask, should I be grading base stuff until I can reach higher cards, or just be patient? Maybe wait till I'm able to grade, let's say $100 and over for cards, or just use whatever I have.
I would not grade base cards. There's too much downside with that stuff because you could lose too much money, especially if you don't know what you're doing and you get a bunch of 9s, you'll lose a lot. So I wouldn't do that stuff for the most part. If your budget's limited, the fastest way to make money is going to card shows and just finding cheap cards in dollar boxes and flipping them. I wouldn't grade if your budget's that limited.
Okay. All right. That was that was the only question I had.
All right, Steve.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right.
All right. Massachusetts.
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Hey, what's up? Give me the name again. I'm blanking.
It's Joe. I called you yesterday
Joe.
about that Technoco Montana card.
Yeah. How'd that go?
I think it was fake. The guy wouldn't even let me pull the card out of the sleeve. I wanted your opinion on it. I didn't buy it because he wouldn't let me take the card out of the top loader. He said that I should be able to tell without touching the card. And I felt uncomfortable already because you kind of told me the price, and I ended up just walking away from the deal. He was also very pushy and trying to get me to buy it fast. So I ended up walking away from it.
You know, but that seems like an odd card to fake because that card just came out, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be real, but
does it look
I
real?
ended up walking away. It was very pushy. He didn't want me to touch the card. I felt like, I get it. It's an expensive card, but at the end of the day, he was selling it so cheap. I was like, I don't know. Something just fell off, so I ended up not buying it. I just wanted to tell you the rest of that story.
Yeah, honestly, I would. It seems so like faking that card is weird. It's a weird card to fake, and it's a hard card to fake. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's weird.
I should have pulled the trigger.
Yeah, honestly, if it looks real, fuck it. On it for that for $250. Sure.
Yeah, he went up on the price by the time I met him. He went up to $500.
Even so, if it looked real, I'd still buy it.
Yeah, I thought about it, but like I said, he was very pushy, very fast, and when I asked to take the card out of the top load, is that normal? Is that something that too much to ask, especially if I'm just meeting a random person?
Most people don't care. I mean, if the guy doesn't buy and sell cards much, which is probably the case, I could see why he would care. It's not too out of the ordinary, to be honest.
I told him I'd think on it, and maybe I'll call him back. I'll let you know. Yeah,
I would take a shot. 50-50 shot, it's fake, but if it is real, you'll make a lot of money, so.
All right, I just wanted to give you the rest of that story because I know you had interest in it yesterday, so.
Yeah, well, thanks, Joe. Yeah, keep me updated. Let me know how it goes when you call him back. Hopefully he doesn't yell at you.
Yeah, I'm still thinking on that. 500 is a lot of money for me, so I'm not sure I'm going to do it yet, but I'll think on it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to split it, I'll send you half if you want it.
All right, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know. Just text this line.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, Joe.
Bye.
He had a Tecmo, for those of you guys that are listening and don't know what he's talking about. This card, he had, where are you, card? This one, he had someone offering him it for $500, and it sells for $1,700. This is a weird card fake because, one, it's just a hard card to fake, and two, it just came out. So I don't think it's fake. It doesn't sound like it would be fake. You never know, obviously, but I would buy it for $500, but I know that's a lot of money.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You are live.
Hi, my name's Ian. I just have a really quick question.
Yeah, do it, Ian.
So I went to my local card show this weekend, Saturday and Sunday,
Okay.
and I came across all these value bins. And the guy had some pretty interesting cards, like college cards, people that are in this draft, stuff like that.
Yep.
So I wound up getting this Carnell Tate
Yep.
auto card.
Yep.
Do you think that would be like worth grading depending on where he falls in the draft and stuff like that, or?
I would need to see the card. It's an impossible question to answer without seeing the card. You're kind of asking me, is this girl pretty? Well, I need to know what she looks like in order to tell you. So, do you have a picture of the card?
Yeah, I do.
You want to send it? Want to send it to this phone real quick?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, send it. I'm most likely. It sounds like it's not worth grading. It sounds like it's too cheap, but you never know. Let's see. Let me know when you send it. I will look.
And I only ask because I am new to the hobby. I started this hobby probably 5 months ago. So I've always just been trying to get into it, stuff like that. I've watched your content.
Yep.
And just trying to get used to that. And then I realized also in a lot of value bins, he had numbered Caleb Williams, numbered Drake May, stuff like that. Do you think since I got that at such a low price that I should try to either grade it and then wait till the season, or just try to flip it now?
Well, you're referring to the Tate card, right?
Well, the Tate one, and then my next question is, I have a lot of Drake May and Caleb Williams rookie cards from Prism and stuff like that. Do you think those would be worth grading if they're low numbered and stuff?
It's a broad question, but if it sells for at least $50 as a 10, then I'll grade it. So you need to look at what they sell for as a PSA 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
So your card's numbered to what? 15?
The Carnell Tate's numbered to 15.
Yeah, I wouldn't. One-on-one cards do like $100. It's probably like a $10, $20 card, and those cards don't do that well when they're graded. People don't like Leaf as much, the product, so I wouldn't. I would just sell it as is.
Gotcha. And then my final question I have is, out of like last year's draft class and stuff like that, who are some names that I should be keeping an eye out on? Just starting this hobby per se.
Football?
Yes.
So, like good guys to buy. Jackson Dart, you could buy cards of his to grade. Tyler Shuck, really all the quarterbacks. Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders.
Gotcha. All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just saw a text here. I think we owe Randy Starbucks, Calvi. I think we owe him a Starbucks. We got his email. It's in here. Sorry, Randy. We forgot to send you Starbucks. I got too much. That was, who did I just call? Minnesota. The land of JJ McCarthy.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Yes, I got a question.
Do it.
92 Stadium Club basketball.
Yep.
Members only, and I have it unopened. And I was just wondering what the price is, and would it be worth opening?
Not worth opening. That's it's never worth opening. The odds are always against you. And did you look at what it's worth?
I'm not finding good recent comps on that. That's why I was calling.
So, 1992 Stadium Club. What sport?
Basketball with the Shaquille. It comes with the Beam Team.
So it's sealed. It's like a black. It's a black box that says members only on it, right?
Correct. Series 1 and 2 with the Beam Team. And I've got 2 of them, so I didn't know if I should open them or one of them get them graded.
It's sealed, right?
It is, correct. Factory.
Beam Team. It's worth about $1,100 to $1,500. Seems like it's in that range. The last one did $1,550.
And you don't think it's worth opening to try to hit a Jordan or Shaquille with the high Beam Team?
You could, but the odds are you won't. And if you do, the odds of it being worthy of grading are low. It's just ask yourself this: Do you want to go play roulette at the casino? Yeah, you could win, but
I understand.
Odds are you'll probably lose.
All right, very good.
Cool. Any other questions?
No, that was it. Thank you very much.
No problem. Bye-bye. All right. Illinois.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You are live.
Hey, Eric. How you doing?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
Brendan Sage.
Brendan.
A new joiner.
What's up, man? Welcome.
Yeah, I have a question. So I have a conflict tonight. I'm coaching my son's baseball team.
Okay.
And I really, really, really want to make the call. And is there any way I could record it somehow? I'm really not sure.
You're talking about the NFL
football?
draft training.
Yes.
What time? So you coach your son's baseball?
Yes, and it's from. I live in outside Chicago, and it's from 5 to 7 p.m. Central, and so I would miss. My wife is a conflict, so I'll have my daughter as well. So that timing has not worked great for me. I know this is probably a huge something you run into all the time.
Yeah, we try to do it at the best possible time, and you do it during the day. You have people that work.
Yes.
You do it at night. You run into this issue.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is not being recorded. It's only a one-time thing. And so you're 5 to 7, which is 6 to 8 Eastern time, right?
Yes.
So, but it starts at 8.
Yeah.
So you should be good. No?
I don't know.
But you
I feel like
you could join
I
10
can
minutes
make
late.
the end of it. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If you join like 10, 15 minutes late, that's okay. I don't start to get into like the meat of the training till like 10, 15 minutes in anyways.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you'll be fine. But yeah, unfortunately, it's a one-time like thing. There's no recording.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
But yeah, you'll be fine. Just join like 10, 15 minutes late.
All right. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it, and I'm very excited to get going.
Yeah, it'll be really good tonight. I spent 2 weeks writing this training, so I hope it's good.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Eric. I really appreciate it.
All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right. Cheers.
For those of you guys that don't know, at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going live. I'll put the link in the what's the link? Damn. I'll put this link in the chat for you guys. Oh, hold on. I'll get the link. I'll get the link in a second. I'm going live tonight, doing like one of my live trainings, showing people how to make money right now in sports cards. It'll be really good. It will be very, very good. I've got too much.
Hello?
Hey, you got Eric? You're live?
I'll get the link in a second.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, Casey?
Wait, what'd you say?
Who's calling?
Logan. My name's Logan.
Logan. Oh, you sound like someone else from Denver as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, but what's up, Logan? How can I help?
Yeah, I had a couple questions. So I bought a Steph Curry Blue Wave Topps Chrome 2025 number to 150. I wasn't gonna grade it just because there is like a little dent on the back. I bought it for 120. What price do you think I should sell it at?
So it's Topps Chrome Curry. What was it again? What was the
Blue Wave number to 150.
Did you look up what it sells for?
I've seen recent comps at like 189 and I think like 173. I just don't know like a medium price that like I would be able to sell it at.
I would just auction it. It's only going to go down as time goes on. The
Okay.
last one did 143. It's going to sell like for a little bit more depending on how well centered it is. But like it'll auction for like 130, 140. That's not a card I would hold. It's probably going to go down as in the next few months, I would imagine.
Okay. And then I had another question. With Panini losing the licensing, do you think I should be buying last year 2025 Prism numbered cards of like Drake May and Bo Nix?
Yes, but not for that reason. Just because Panini lost the license doesn't mean their card value is going to increase. But those are just good guys to buy right now because at least I think that they're low right now. People are focusing elsewhere. I think they're going to go up in value come July, August.
Okay, that's all I have for you, man. I appreciate it.
Well, sweet man. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye. link. You find it, Copy? Oh, you put it in the chat. Oh, there it is. What app are you using for comps? I, for the most part, use Card Ladder for the most part. Sometimes Market Movers, depending if I want to see the history of stuff. But if there's no more, looks like there's no more callers. Went through a lot in a very fast period of time. I will give this one a wrap because I do have a very busy day. Hopefully, this helped you guys out. We'll be back on Monday. We do this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. That link in the chat, that is to join the live training tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. How to make money with the NFL draft around the corner. It's specific for that. It's really good. I go over the exact guys to buy, what to do right now, etc. Hopefully, this helps out. I'll see you guys